Hi, and welcome to Mom Boss Chronicles. We are your hosts. I am Jen.
I'm Sue.
And we are empowering and inspiring people through meaningful conversations. So make sure to like and subscribe to listen to great content weekly. Welcome back, everyone, to Mom Boss Chronicles. Today we have a real special guest, Grace Crossman. She's a chef, owner of 2 awesome restaurants here in Monmouth County at the Jersey Shore, and a mom of 2. I don't know how you do it all. It's a miracle. We even all found time as busy moms to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
So thank you, Grace, so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We love to talk with moms and women about following their passion. So food and being a chef, was that always a passion of yours?
It became a passion of mine as I got, after college, I needed to start working, and I really like to cook, and I started working in a kitchen just to work.
Yeah.
And I really loved it.
So did you go to college for something different?
Yeah.
No
Comparative literature. Yeah.
Wow.
Very different. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So then after that, you're like, okay, now what, right?
Yeah, I just kept growing within that restaurant and within that company. They had a couple other places, and I just
liked it.
Kept moving. Yeah.
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 You're like, hey, I like this.
Yeah, I like the culture. I like the pace. I like the creativity, and it's like a lot of strategy and working with other people and making it all come together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you said the pace, because that is a very fast-paced,
Yeah.
fire under your ass.
Yeah, you get literally you get into a rhythm, and there's a lot of like strategy. It's almost like feels like you're playing a game sometimes.
You're right. It is like a competitive game. Was your family supportive of
Yeah, they were.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you're from this Monmouth County area, right?
I'm from Spring Lake Heights. Yep.
Nice. And I feel like, which is great food. So did you grow up with like great food around?
I grew up with a mom who cooked at home a lot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was exposed to a lot of food, but she wouldn't say that she's a great cook, but she really influenced me.
She's modest about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, sorry, I was going to ask real quick, what were some of like the dishes that she made that were your favorite?
She had a couple things that actually went on the menu at Cardinal, which is kind of funny. She thinks it's funny. She made she used to bake a lot. She'd make like pies and like crumb cakes and stuff. And we put one of those on for a while. That was a hit. Chicken and dumplings was like my favorite thing that she would make. And
I
we
want
had
that right now.
Right. That's like good comfort.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a really nice, like cozy winter thing that we did for a while. And we brought it back this past winter too.
That's awesome.
But it was all my mom.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So for a while you were working in the restaurant industry, the chef industry. What point did you decide you wanted to start your own business?
I was working for a few places in Asbury Park. I was the opening executive chef for places within the Smith Group.
Oh, that's
and
awesome. This is like Asbury's like really becoming Asbury, right?
Yeah. And this was started in 2011, I think. So it was kind of like up and coming beach area. But I would open the places, set up the kitchen, make the menu, hire and train.
A lot of work.
And it's like the most intense part of opening a place is like getting it established.
Yeah.
And then I would move to the next one, which wasn't the intention, but it was kind of like what my role became there.
Yeah.
Well, they knew that you were going to get
good
it
at
done.
it. Yeah.
Like you're the opener.
Yeah. I worked well with like the other people in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I kind of had some of it under my belt at that point. So I moved to a few places, and then I just was kind of like, I'm going to not do this again unless it's for myself.
Because was it intense, right?
It's intense. Yeah, it takes a lot out of you, and I really liked doing it, but I was just kind of like, maybe it's time to do it on my own place.
Yeah.
And Laura,
where you get to call the shots, like you have the autonomy to like make the decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I wasn't married yet, but I was like moving that way. I was,
You want
eventually
have
we
a
would
family,
yeah
right?
we would have a family, and I wasn't. Laura and I both decided we were about the same age, and we were in the same part of our lives, and we wanted to open the place together.
And Laura's your
my
partner.
business partner.
That's
Yeah, sorry.
Awesome. Yeah, no, all good. And I love that you started this with was she your friend, right?
Yeah, I worked with her at one of the places very closely, and she became a really good friend. And then
she had a dream.
We were kind of on the same trajectory where we were like, let's do our own thing when we can, and we wanted to start families, and so the all day, all night thing wasn't going to work out. So we decided to do
16-hour
yeah.
days
Yes,
weren't going to work.
Sue's late husband was a chef, so you were married to
and
one.
I made him get a corporate job after he didn't love it, but
it's not the best.
It's really hard, even with limited hours, to stay present enough, and your hours are different from the rest of the world because you work the weekends, and it's just like kind of an interesting thing to balance, you know?
Yeah.
But we decided to do a daytime spot because of where we were at in our lives.
That's amazing.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, and it really worked out. And now our kids are older, and we were like to the point where we could branch out and do dinners again. And
it's like the next season.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I love that friends came together to do it. Like if you dream with your friends, like
How
you're proof that you
beautiful
can
is
do
that?
it.
Yeah. And she's amazing. We do a lot of the same things, but we also balance each other a lot. Like I'm pretty bad at stuff like this and social media and things like that. And she's amazing at it. Yeah. So we kind of like find our places where we are strongest and sort of like balance each other out that way. But we do both work in the kitchen as well.
That's amazing. So Cardinal's your first restaurant. That's your first baby.
Which is like an Asbury,
staple.
like, what?
Yes.
The lines every morning.
In the summer, yeah.
If anybody can make it to Asbury Park, you have to check out Cardinal.
Yes.
Like, I even, the decor, the food, like,
Thank you.
that is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Was it hard to get that, like, first step initiated, like finding it, getting it ready to go?
We were looking for places. We both live in Neptune, so we were looking for places in the area.
Right.
We looked at a couple other spots, but then this one opened up, and it was, I don't know if you remember Beckman's, but it was like a little kind of bodega sort of thing, like a pork, leg, and cheese spot.
Yes. Like a little
convenience
counter.
store kind of thing. So that opened up, and we jumped on it, and it was like the perfect location. We had to do a lot of rebuilding it just to make it look the way we wanted, and we tried to focus on it was a family effort. We have a lot of builders in our family.
That's great.
So it came through, and Laura and I both were also like sanding things and drilling things, and
I was like true blood, sweat, and tears.
Out of
I was
our
at Cardinal
comfort zone.
recently for a party, and we were taking pictures in there, and I swear it felt like a movie set. Like I was like, you're in a Hollywood movie set. It's so beautiful. The floors, like the colors you guys chose, the boots, like I felt like in a timeless movie.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, it does.
We
Feels
wanted
like
it
that.
to feel like it belonged in that building. Because the building's from 1900, I believe. So we were like, let's not do anything crazy.
Modern.
Let's kind of just bring it back to what looks like it was. So it looks like it was always like this, kind of. But it didn't look like that. And we just wanted the tone of it to feel really bright and sunny, like a morning spot and sunshiny. Yeah. And it's like on that corner, we have the two windows, so it's like a greenhouse in there in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, there's so
and
much
it's
sun.
south facing, so you're getting the sun like all day.
So kind of it lent itself to the type of food that we serve there already.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry. I'm like, so many questions. Oh my God, we have so much we want to know. Well, I was curious because I have my little Cardinal.
Oh yeah.
How did you come up with the name for Cardinal?
The name, we were just kind of kicking around names, and that one felt good. There was no real fire behind it at first, and we were just kind of like, oh, this feels nice, and just like throwing things at the wall.
Right.
And then we had a design team who are close friends of ours who we work with at Mabel as well, sort of start with like a branding direction for it based on our feedback and their ideas. And he started to research the word cardinal and like all the meanings of it. And he was coming up with like the cardinal directions, like north, south, east, and west, and like all this stuff like that. We were like, yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of like central to our lives and where we live and the community that we're already involved in, and we try to source locally when we can, and we try to give back locally when we can.
That's awesome.
As much as possible, especially in Asbury.
Yeah.
So it kind of all just became that as the meaning, but
I love that.
It doesn't really have any specific literal
Right.
meaning behind it. It's just kind of like became our name, like how like a child has a name.
Well, it works because I feel like it's just a staple name.
It is,
you know?
right?
Like right.
It sounds like something that's been there forever, too.
Yes.
Like, it's just like, oh, Cardinal.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah.
Like, it's been there since 1902.
Yeah.
Right.
And when did Cardinal open?
It opened in 2016, January of 2016.
That's
so
awesome.
Beginning, yeah.
And they say restaurants are hard businesses to own and run, right?
I think so, yeah. I haven't done many other businesses, but it definitely feels hard.
And it's amazing, right? So that's like almost 10 years ago. And I feel like you guys have grown beautifully in the community.
You went and opened
you.
another one, so
Yeah.
you're doing something right.
And the
right?
name is like synonymous with like great food in Asbury. Like if you ask anybody about Cardinal, they just smile right away. And they're like, oh yeah, Cardinal.
Right.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's like,
And then Mabel.
yeah, so your second baby was born.
Yeah, in November of last year, so pretty recently.
Yeah.
And this was a really big, long build out for this one because there was nothing there before. So it was totally from scratch.
Like a blank slate.
Mm-hmm. It was just like a cement room. But this one kind of fell into our laps a little bit. We were involved with some other partners, and then they bowed out, and all these changes happened. And then eventually, after a bunch of evolving through that, Laura and I just kind of took it on, and now we're the primary owners of it.
Wow.
We do
scary?
have partners. Yeah, it's a little bit, yeah. But it feels like we've been through it. We've been riding the highs and lows for a while, so it kind of felt like we could take it on.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to have a place now that has longer hours and dinner service. Dinner service is really fun when you are at a point in your life when you can do it.
Take it on. Yeah. Because Cardinal's primarily your breakfast lunch, right?
Yeah, we're only breakfast and lunch. And that's why we do catering at night, because we're closed during the day. So we can use the same staff if they want to work more. It's usually Laura and I.
You're in there making it happen.
Yeah, and we'll do the weddings and the big events.
That's amazing.
We do a lot of weddings.
And do you bring your kids in, like you and Laura have?
To the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes our husbands bring them by, or she brings her kids to bring your child to school day.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of fun. They'll make lemonade or something.
That's awesome.
Mine usually go to my husband's work because he works at a middle school, and it's really fun for them.
Yeah,
cool.
That's different. Yeah. That's awesome.
So, like, name, like, what inspired the name for Mabel?
Mabel, we were researching the building because we're in this incredible building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you're
at
in
Bellworks.
which is an amazing location in Central Jersey, Homedale. Really awesome. Severance is filmed here. If anybody's
and that's
into
where
TV.
we're recording right now.
Yeah, we record from this iconic building. And this building went through a huge revitalization.
Yeah.
There's so many new jobs here, new businesses here. So you're part of a really awesome, unique...
Like collective,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, this building, they really did something amazing with this building. But we were researching everything behind Alexander Graham Bell and Bellworks, and we were like, let's kind of bring it back to the basics and see if something pops out.
Yeah.
And then in researching Alexander Graham Bell, which I didn't know much about, I don't think Laura did either. We were kind of like starting over. I'm sure we learned about him at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I know.
Fourth grade history, real quick. Yeah.
Something phones, right?
We were reading about his wife, whose name was Mabel.
Oh, wow.
And how she was kind of like the wind behind all of
course
his
she was.
inventions
Yeah.
I love
and
it.
inspired a lot of his really major breakthroughs. And we were just like, it kind of feels appropriate as this is a really male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we are kind of like the quiet underdogs.
Yeah.
And so it fit for us.
I love that.
And it's another
paying homage to, the history and the fact that she probably was the one that came up with all the inventions and he was just the marketer.
She had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And he did too, you know, not to discredit him,
course.
but it's like she's kind of like the unsung hero in our
awesome.
eyes.
And I love
awesome.
the name Mabel.
Yeah,
so
it's another
beautiful.
thing that's like, it's kind of nice to have a name that doesn't like say what it is,
Right.
and
Yes.
it can kind of like gain its own personality and evolve into it. Like Cardinal's the same way. So we wanted something like that anyway, versus like something that names it as a restaurant, you know.
And Mabel's different food, would you say, from Cardinal? It's a different type of menu?
Well, Mabel, we try to have some of the like funk of Cardinal in there because we get really creative and kind of wild over there.
I know. One of my favorite things at Cardinal is the chicken and waffles.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
lot.
so good. You
We
guys do
sell
it
so many of those.
good.
I'm so hungry.
I know, right? I want to go to Cardinal right now. I know. So then when you were thinking about Mabel's menu, you wanted to like...
We're calling it coastal European. We
Okay.
went like briny, bright, seafoody flavors and a lot of like Spanish like influence. Partly because of the parameters of this building, we didn't want to and couldn't really do specifically what anybody else is doing.
I know what you mean, to
Like
honor
a
the other
non-compete, yeah.
businesses here, other restaurants.
There are other
here.
restaurants here, and there's a food court, and each one has its own direction. So we didn't.
They tried to like ask if you can keep it a certain way, right? I guess.
Yeah. And we wouldn't have wanted to do what someone else is doing anyway.
Yeah.
Just kind of out of respect for the community and to just offer something new.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of the direction that it led us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, food that we like to eat. We
Yeah.
have a bar, so.
I know that's awesome that you have a bar, and it's fun because people who get to work here then I guess get to go there after work.
Like happy hour.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we do a big happy hour.
That's awesome.
We're going to have to record later on
Yeah,
in the
so we
day
can
so we
come.
can hang out for happy hour.
Yeah. And has Mabel been obviously a lot of work, right?
It's still pretty new. So it's been going through some changes. We're kind of feeling out where we can grow and where we can change and how we can fit into the needs of the building better and, all of that sort of thing.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all are,
yes.
And we're just in that process still, but it's good. It's going really well. And we have a lot of really positive feedback from people about
awesome.
coming
The
there.
decor is stunning.
Thank you.
Really beautiful.
Thank you.
And you worked with the same team, or was it a new team?
For the branding, we had the same team, like the logos and all of that layout stuff. And they did the mural, actually. They like hand painted the mural in the lounge, which is like a really big, beautiful, very painterly kind of like on brand mural. A lot of like bird and plant life.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
But the inside, we had some feedback from a different designer friend and a lot of us working closely with the builders and making decisions on the spot, picking out colors and tile and all of that.
So nice.
Do you love getting creative?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to design interiors a lot, especially after this project. That was really fun to get into the materials and the color scheme and all
choose
that.
it. Yeah. I think it's so cool to see it come together.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely.
Like here's my vision, like right here in physical form.
Creating a personality, out of a space. Like it's so cool.
Yeah.
How about your kids? I mean, do they feel like they're inspired to perhaps follow in your footsteps, or?
One of them has said that.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, well, let's see where it goes.
Because they're so little. But yeah, right.
Who knows where they'll end up. I wouldn't discourage it, but I'm trying not to guide them.
I love that. Like let them make up their own mind.
Yeah, they're so young. You know?
How old are your kids?
They're 6 and 8 years old.
Oh.
These are so much fun times.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do like to come visit me and sort of like they go on the walk-in and like be like, oh, can I have a peach or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's really exciting for them.
Right.
Come pick out a cookie or something.
Yeah.
And you said you like to source your ingredients, right? Like, is that?
We do when possible. Yeah. We try to use local. There's a few local vendors that gather from other farms that we can order through, or actual growers that we know that we can get directly
like in
from
New
the farm.
Jersey. Nice. I love that. And how not to. We're the Garden State.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I sometimes forget how many beautiful farms we really have, like just in our area.
I totally forgot. I take it for granted, I guess. Because we're more like urban suburban.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and speaking of garden, I met Grace because we are in the garden club.
I love
our kids
that.
at school. And I love that you started the garden club at our children's
elementary school. Oh my gosh, you started it? Because you had some free time?
Yeah.
I know, right? As if you're not already a busy working mom.
A crazy person.
Yeah.
But I guess, and I love that you started that. Literally, I got a message, hey, garden club at the elementary school. I signed up within a minute. Helen, who's a mom there too, was like, oh my gosh, that was fast. Like, I was just so excited to teach my children about gardening and growing food.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that we don't teach or know, and I don't know anything. So I was like, I want to learn more. So yes, I'll join the garden club.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thinking behind it. Really kind of like more of a peripheral thing, not so much a club at first. I was thinking I would just be the person who comes in and handles gardening. And because they used to have a gardening program that was part of a STEM class.
Oh, at the school?
Yeah, I think it was district-wide. I think it was all of Neptune had it.
Yeah.
And then it's not there anymore for whatever reason. So the teachers were, probably. The teachers were kind of like doing little gardening projects, like they'll plant radishes or something, but it's a lot for them to work into it. So a lot of the beds weren't really filled in. And I would go there for parent-teacher conferences and notice and be like, I could do a lot in there.
Yeah. I know, because they had the beds.
Yeah, they were built, they were established. They just needed somebody to maintain it. Yeah. And so I wrote a proposal that was like, just let me have a garden here. Yeah. It won't be my garden. Yeah. It'll be just me kind of like being the fairy godmother of it and handling the weeding and pruning and all of that. Yeah. And then the teachers could incorporate it into their
lesson. Yeah,
their lesson plans or whatever. Just the kids can just see it, even if it's like passive learning. And then Helen, who's a friend of ours, who's the PTA president, decided or suggested that it's a club. And I was just like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. That wasn't what I thought, but that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So the kids are actually involved. It's maintained through the summer with a sign-up sheet, and people are watering. And otherwise, it's like, I can't get there all the time.
No.
Of course not.
And I love that. Like, we have a schedule. My kids and I have gone twice already to water, and they're so excited. Like, we're going to water our plants today.
Yeah, and the kids are actually involved, on a firsthand.
Yeah, and they're going to get to see, the fruit,
grow.
Literal fruit of their labors, helping out and stuff like that. It's beautiful. I have a garden at home, and I love it. Like, I could be out there for hours just
Me too. Yeah.
You have a garden, right?
Yeah, I do.
Maintain.
Yeah, it's like up the side of my driveway because our house is on a hill. It's like built into a hill, and it's all woods, except this one strip on the driveway that gets sun. It used to just be like a weed patch. But my husband and my dad built these garden beds, like terraced into the land. So
pretty.
Now I have a very, very obvious to the road.
That's awesome,
big
though.
garden.
Yeah.
What are you growing?
I have a lot of stuff. I have like a pollinator bed with watermelons, tomatoes, peppers and eggplants, and beans and squash, and all the heavy hitters.
Stuff. Yeah.
Is there something that you would say is like easy-ish to grow in New Jersey if you want to start out with?
Probably tomatoes.
Yeah.
They're not
Tomatoes
too bad.
Yeah, they do well.
Yeah.
They just need a lot of support, like weight support.
Yeah, I need to get on that. I
Yeah.
went out yesterday. I was like, oh my God, you
Yeah.
guys really grew. Holy shit.
They get a couple hot days and they really go crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, gardening, food, all of it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's family focused. It's our bellies, our minds, and like food brings everybody together, and then gardening and like all of it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Do you love to cook at home with your kids? Like if you have time, obviously.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Did your mom help out still with the cooking? Or?
She cooks with my kids a lot. Yeah,
That's
she
awesome.
makes rainbow soup, which is just like she'll get
that?
a bunch of different vegetables
I love
and
that.
make a big soup out of it, like vegetables with all the different colors.
Oh my God,
and they
that sounds
don't usually eat it because they're not big on vegetables right
I
now.
know.
Yeah, the kids.
My
they're
kids
not there
protest
yet,
that too, right?
Right.
You go with good intentions, but they're like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like even if you're not eating it and they're involved in making it, it's planting that seed to
100%.
to eat that way eventually.
To talk, at least have that
course.
conversation, like
Yeah,
we've
just
talked about
you
how this
see
is
it.
good.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
they're gonna try it. Like
Yeah.
one day will be the day.
Yeah,
that they'll be
it
like,
won't be
"All
so
right,
far into
I'll
them."
try it. And
Yeah.
then they're gonna be like, oh, it's actually kind of good.
Yeah.
I've been telling you that for a long time.
I have noticed that they will try things that they wouldn't normally try if they pick it.
Yeah.
Which is also why I was like, this age group is elementary school. There's so many picky kids.
Yep.
Yes.
It might somehow help a little bit with them
Yeah.
trying some healthier food if they witness how it grows and that it's like not weird and scary.
Yeah.
That
and
is
that
so
it's
true.
actually like really beautiful.
It's like pride in their work.
Smart. Yeah.
Because like, look what we
Yeah,
grew.
they'll eat kale, which they would never eat. But
Yeah,
they'll
if you
pick
put it on a plate.
and eat
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Because you're like, look what came from the garden.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just excited about it in
Yeah,
a different way.
right.
Yeah.
That is so
Smart.
cool.
Very smart. I like that. I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Let's go look at the
favorite,
beets.
like a summer meal or food that you like to?
We do a lot of grilling in the summer, partly because it's less dishes.
Yes.
And it's nice to just be outside for the whole process. So we'll just grill some like vegetables and, whatever, and just eat outside on the deck right there.
I love that.
Low maintenance.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep it simple.
Yeah.
Do you think you guys will maybe do another restaurant down the line, or
I
are
don't
you just
know.
focused on the now and we'll see what happens?
We're one step at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this one really moving and grooving, and finding it's like a little place where it's gonna thrive, and then take it from there.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, I'm always dreaming about. I have Pinterest boards for a million things, and
Yeah.
I'm always dreaming of like, oh, what would a bakery look like, or what would this look like?
Yeah.
But then the actually like putting it in motion and maintaining it is a different story.
Of course.
Yes.
But it's nice to dream and
Yeah.
you're planting the seeds in your head, right?
Yeah,
of like what could
exactly.
be. So
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And is your husband super supportive?
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been amazing. He's really the lead parent a lot of days because
That's
I'm running around doing a lot of stuff.
I know because
and-
you were saying that you schedule obviously meetings with your managers, right? Like you still have staff to manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have food right sources that you're managing. Make sure your shipments are in, your orders, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot
Yeah,
accounting.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, working in the kitchen is the easy part.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Operations.
Yeah.
is like-
Logistic.
right.
Yeah, and the managing staff and the logistics
people.
is a real. I was just working on the schedule right before I walked in here.
Which is always a good time.
Yeah.
So much fun, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if someone calls out, like,
Ah.
you're in.
Yeah.
Right. Or
Probably, or Laura,
Yeah.
one of us.
And
is
have you had to
usually-
do that?
Yeah.
Right? Be like,
Yeah.
all right. Like, I'll be right there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we like shuffle people around however we can,
Yeah.
We do what we can, but a lot of times it's us picking up the slack,
And is it hard, I guess, finding help, like, based on the season even, right? College kids, if they're home, I'm sure it's different versus the winter or...
Yeah, in Asbury is very seasonal. Here, we're feeling it out. It seems pretty steady here.
That's cool. Yeah.
Which, like, it's more residential. Down there is very much a beach town.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we use a lot of kids in the front of house when we can, like hosts and bussers and that sort of thing. But the kitchen is really more seasoned people.
Yeah, secret.
That we try to keep around.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Do you ever send
keep it moving,
right? Do you ever send in
Like,
friends as like testers? Like, you know what I mean, in your business? Like, hey, go today for lunch? Like, and then tell me
I haven't, but maybe we should.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, like little spies.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
Because obviously, I'm sure when they see you, it's like, okay, oh my gosh, the boss is here. We got to prepare the meal just right, and like, game on.
Yeah. No funny business.
Yeah, exactly. I see you.
But that's awesome. I truly love interviewing moms who follow their passion. Like, it's so cool that you get to live your dreams by opening up these restaurants and running them, and then also you get to be a mom starting up a garden club. Like, I just love how you are multifaceted.
Thank you.
And like showing people to do it.
Yeah. Like living your life. And thank you for spreading your food love to all of us.
Our
in the community as well. We
Thank
appreciate
you for receiving it.
Yeah. I feel like businesses and restaurants are hard to run, but when there's a good one, word spreads like wildfire, like how good it is. Mm-hmm. So I think that's like, a beautiful thing that you have a restaurant that is such a great synonym with like good quality food in our area.
Absolutely.
So. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome.
You could tell you guys love it.
Yeah.
And you love what you do. So thank you so much. Can people find Cardinal if they're looking for Cardinals? Does it have an Instagram profile or social media?
It does have Instagram. It's spelled Cardnal.
Oh, yeah.
So we dropped a couple letters.
I love it. And then Mabel too. Mabel has a social.
Mabel is Mabel at Bell.
Mabel at Bell.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll be sure to link
18.
those on.
And are there specials like and stuff? Does the menu change?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we change it seasonally, so 4 times a year. We're about to launch on Friday this week, I believe, or Thursday. Friday, we're launching the new menu for Mabel, and then the following week is Cardinal summer menu. So we change it every season as things are shining in our area.
Right.
You know.
Cool.
But yeah, we do specials daily.
That's awesome. So definitely check out those profiles.
Come and go to Cardinal. If you have not been there, you must go. Yeah. And Mabel, of course, got to check it out.
Check it out. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe for more great content.